The restaurant was packed that night. Crystal chandeliers hung from the ceiling, casting golden light over tables draped in white linen. Victoria Ashford, one of the most powerful businesswomen in the country, sat across from her 10-year-old son, Marcus. He was scrolling through his phone, barely looking up. She sighed. Another dinner where they existed in the same space but lived in different worlds. Then she saw him, a man in his mid-30s, holding the hand of a little girl who couldn't have been more than 7. The girl's dress was faded, her shoes scuffed, but her eyes sparkled with wonder as she gazed around the restaurant like it was a palace. The father wore a worn jacket, his shoulders tense as he studied the menu with the kind of concentration that only comes from counting every dollar. Victoria watched as the waiter approached their table, his expression cold, almost disdainful. She couldn't hear the words, but she saw the waiter's dismissive gesture, the way he pointed toward the back of the restaurant, near the kitchen doors. The father's face flushed red. The little girl's smile vanished. "Excuse me," Victoria said, rising from her seat. Marcus finally looked up. "Mom, what are you doing?" She didn't answer. She walked straight to their table. "Is there a problem here?" The waiter straightened, his demeanor shifting instantly when he recognized her. "Mrs. Ashford, I asked if there was a problem." Her voice was steel. The father looked up at her, confused, protective. "It's fine, ma'am. We were just leaving." "No," Victoria said firmly. "You're not." She turned to the waiter. "They're my guests. Move them to the best table in the house. Now." The waiter stammered. "But Mrs. Ashford, that table is reserved." "Not anymore." The restaurant fell silent. Every eye was on them. The father stood, his voice shaking. "You don't have to do this. We don't need charity." Victoria met his gaze. "This isn't charity. This is respect. Something you should have received the moment you walked through that door." She glanced at the little girl, whose eyes were wide with hope. "What's your name, sweetheart?" "Emma," the girl whispered. "Well, Emma, tonight you're going to have the best meal of your life, and your dad is going to sit down and enjoy it without worrying about a single thing." Tears welled in the father's eyes. "I don't know what to say." "Say you'll join us," Victoria said, gesturing to her own table. "My son could use a reminder of what real family looks like." Marcus stared at his mother as if seeing her for the first time. As they sat together, the father, whose name was Daniel, shared his story. He was a nurse, working double shifts after his wife passed away. He'd promised Emma one special night out because she'd gotten straight A's. He'd saved for months. But the moment they walked in, they were judged, treated like they didn't belong. Victoria listened, her heart breaking and rebuilding with every word. When dessert arrived, she slid a business card across the table. "My company has a scholarship program for children of healthcare workers. Emma qualifies. Full ride through college." Daniel's hands trembled as he picked up the card. "Why are you doing this?" Victoria looked at Marcus, who was now talking animatedly with Emma, his phone forgotten. "Because someone did it for me once. When I was a single mother with nothing but a dream and a baby. Someone saw me, really saw me, and it changed everything." She turned back to Daniel. "Now I'm paying it forward. And one day, you'll do the same for someone else." As they left the restaurant that night, Marcus held his mother's hand. "Mom," he said softly, "I want to be like you when I grow up." Victoria smiled, her eyes glistening. "No, sweetheart, be better. Because that's what happens when kindness meets courage. It doesn't just change one life. It ripples outward, touching everyone it reaches, creating a wave that never stops." And that night, in a crowded restaurant filled with judgment, one woman reminded the world that humanity isn't found in your bank account. It's found in how you treat the people everyone else overlooks.